An arrest in a double murder investigation in Manatee County where that suspect was found.
Plus, parts of an iconic building turned eyesore comes tumbling to the ground.
And plans for a hotel next to the Venice Airport fall through. Tonight, what went wrong? Your Suncoast News starts now.
You're watching ABC 7 News at 6.
Hello and welcome. I'm Scott Dennis.
And I'm Jacqueline Matter. Thanks for joining us. Happening now, the abandoned and run down Colony Beach and Tennis Resort on Longboat Key is being demolished. Just hours ago, the first pieces of that iconic resort were torn down. ABC 7's Jess Dowdrick joins us now live from the Colony Resort, where demolition has wrapped up for the day. Jess, how are Longboat Key residents feeling about this tonight?
Jacqueline, there's obviously a lot of rich history here at the Colony Resort, so it's hard for some people to say goodbye. But as you can see, it's become an eyesore for others here on the Key, and they're ready to see it torn down. Just the thought of the Colony being ripped apart brought tears to Michael Klauber's eyes.
We were there all the time. We would host cocktail parties for any guests that were staying there, even in the slowest times of the year, every Sunday night.
Klauber's father, Dr. Murray Klauber, better known as Murph, bought the Colony in the 1970s and raised his family just a mile down the road.
I think for me, the Colony was the start of the discovery of the magical place that Longboat Key is today.
Murph Klauber renovated the Colony into a 5-star resort.
His dream was to build the first all-suite hotel in the world, or at least the U.S., which he ultimately did.
A long list of celebrities stayed at the Colony over the last 5 decades, including Danny Glover, Buddy Ryan, O.J. Simpson, and President Jimmy Carter.
President Bush stayed there on September 10th and actually met with Dad just before he headed off to the school and heard the news of the bombing in New York.
But the Colony is now a thing of the past.
It is a very sad day for our family, but I think mostly I'm so proud of my dad for his passion and his vision.
The property now belongs to Unicorp National Developments out of Orlando. President Chuck Whitall has plans to build another 5-star St. Regis resort and residencies in its place.
There's been a legal battle going on here for over 10 years, and all that's coming to resolution.
There will be 166 hotel rooms and 78 condominiums built here in the future. But for now, it's out with the old before it's in with the new.
It's bittersweet. It's nice to see progress being made. It's sad because this was such a fond memory to so many people.
Demolition is expected to take about 4 to 5 months, and then construction on the new resort is likely to start about next year at this time. Reporting live on Longboat Key, Jess Dowdrick, ABC 7, your Suncoast News.
Didn't get a lot done today, did they?
No, just only a few buildings.
Yeah, we'll get to it more tomorrow, I'm sure.
Well, let's check in with Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan for a look at our first alert forecast at this hour. Bob?
Thanks, Jacqueline and Scott. No delays as a result of any kind of significant weather. We had some rain earlier today, but that is all pushed on. 87 degrees, that's nice. It's not too hot, but you got to factor in this number right here. Relative humidity and temperature turn out to about 89 degrees. That's what your body's dealing with right now. High pressure has been knocked out to the east of us, down to the south of us. It's all going to change, though, over the upcoming 24 hours as this trough gets out of here. Another front is coming down, but that front is not going to make it all the way down here. It's not really going to have much influence on this high pressure move either. It's going to move pretty much over the top of us on Friday, and then we'll get more of a south to southeast wind on Saturday, and that always allows for those afternoon and evening storms. We're going to get rid of that westerly fetch, and with that in mind, temperatures will be a little bit cooler too along the coast at night. That doesn't happen though until Saturday and Sunday. Showers and storms were heavier here. We have an outflow boundary coming down though. You can see it right there coming down in through Hardee County, and that will kick off some other storms, mainly inland, but there will be a few coastal showers as well through the evening. Isolated. That's the key word. Back to you.
Bob, thank you. New developments in a double murder investigation out of Manatee County. Manatee County Sheriff's investigators say Joe Clairjuste had been taken into custody in Denver, Colorado by Denver police. Clairjuste is charged with murder in connection with the shooting deaths of Caleb Bowman and Commandre Pittman. Deputies say the two were shot and killed behind a shopping plaza on Cortez Road Sunday. Deputies are still trying to determine what led to that shooting, but say there's a good chance it was an altercation over drugs.
New at 6, the woman who accused the Sarasota County school superintendent of sexual harassment is now suing the county for discrimination. Former Booker High School assistant principal Elena Jimenez Ruiz alleges that she was discriminated against after she issued a sexual harassment complaint against Dr. Todd Bowden. In the complaint, Jimenez Ruiz says after she denied Bowden's advancements, he began rating her negatively in her performance evaluations. Bowden was investigated by the district, but it was found that her complaint against him had no basis. Ruiz filed the lawsuit earlier this week.
Health officials say mosquitoes found in South Sarasota County have tested positive for the West Nile virus. This is in the Venice area, and it's the first time this year the virus has been found here. No one has been infected yet in the county, but the majority of people who become infected with the virus likely won't show any symptoms. West Nile virus affects the central nervous system and can cause serious illness in some people.
New developments today on the proposed development of a hotel on the property of what used to be home to the Ringling Circus in Venice. Since the arena was torn down in 2016, the city of Venice has worked to develop that land and build something that would benefit the area. The leased 12-acre property is owned by the Venice Airport and was recently rezoned to a commercial general property. They had been negotiating with Venice Realty Group for the last year about building a 116-room hotel that also would have a retail area. However, the negotiations fell through this past week.
Worked on that for about a year to try to develop an agreement that was attractive to both. We still are not in agreement on all the conditions. So unfortunately, after about 11 or 12 months of negotiations, we've terminated our discussions with them at this point.
Officials will now reach out to other developers who had initially put in bids for that property. If that does not work out, the city will then open it back up to the public.
An update now on the historic courthouse in downtown Sarasota. The county reports the renovation to the 1920s building is close to being done. Within the next few weeks, the scaffolding and fencing around the tower will be removed, and the Main Street entrance to the building will also be reopened.
Manatee County now has a new search and rescue truck that's already ready to hit the streets. The Florida Forest Service donated the water rescue unit to Manatee County. It will help agencies respond to flooding and off-road situations. That truck will be able to drive through about 3 feet of water, and it can fit up to 20 people in the back during rescues.
It can be used for water response for floods and for off-road capabilities. We could drive through about 30 to 36 inches of water with it, hold about 20 people in the back to pull them out. So I think it's just ultimately going to be a great asset for this community.
The truck will be also available to help all public safety agencies within Manatee County.
Still to come in your Suncoast News tonight, the deadline to register to vote is next week, where you can find everything you need to know about the upcoming ballot.
And the well-known lawyer that will be representing the family in the center of the latest Stand Your Ground debate.
Who else has been taking your prescriptions? Keep your medicine and your family safe and secure. Mind Your Meds. To learn how we can help, visit the Partnership for Drug-Free Kids at drugfree.org.
Temperatures are rising and the deals are heating up during the summer clearance event at Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Fiat in Sarasota. Get KBB's 2017 Best Buy Award overall winner, the Chrysler Pacifica, for just $23,999. Or save big and get the new Chrysler 300 Touring with an MSRP over $30,000 for just $21,999. That's a savings of over $8,000. Better prices, bigger selection. Go to Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Fiat in Sarasota today.
Today, everyone is looking for more fashionable choices in flooring than ever before. And G. Fried has responded with a huge selection of carpets, tile, wood, laminate, and vinyl. Installed by a highly skilled team, G. Fried has got everything you're looking for and more. The next time you think about quality flooring, think G. Fried Flooring America. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world, is at your feet.
Did you know that a dirty CPAP system can make you sick? If you knew what could be growing in your mask and hose, it would keep you up at night. Now SoClean.com has released the world's first and only automated hands-free CPAP cleaner and sanitizer. With its patented design, SoClean is fast, effective, and hands-free, killing 99.9% of all CPAP germs. Try SoClean now through this special TV offer free for 30 days. Just call 800-604-0398.
My health has improved. It's simple to use, and I'm not worried about infections.
SoClean works on all CPAP machines and popular masks, destroying CPAP bacteria, viruses, and germs without the daily hassle of washing your system by hand. Just place your mask in, close the lid, and in just minutes, voila! Sanitized and ready to use. Try SoClean risk-free for 30 days. This is a limited time offer. Call now, 800-604-0398, or visit SoClean.com today.
The following message is brought to you by Mesobook.com.
People who have been diagnosed with mesothelioma have many questions. How did I get this disease? What are my treatment options? How will this affect my loved ones? You need answers, which is why we offer a free book written by medical professionals who have treated mesothelioma.
Call toll-free at 1-800-777-1366 or go to Mesobook.com.
The deadline to register to vote is in just 4 days. Party changes and new voter registration applications must be signed and returned in person or postmarked by Monday. Paper applications are available at public libraries, military recruitment centers, and tax collectors' offices. You can also fill one out at any tax collector's office or submit one online at registertovoteflorida.gov. Election Day is August 28th. And speaking of, those August primaries are fast approaching with a lot of items on the ballot. If you're feeling overwhelmed or undereducated about what is at stake, the Sarasota County Supervisor of Elections has teamed up with the Suncoast Women of Action to help.
ABC 7's Taylor Torregano is live at Booker Middle School this evening for an informational meeting that will begin in just a few minutes. Taylor?
Good evening, Jacqueline Scott. The people organizing tonight's event are hoping for a big turnout here and at the polls.
Voting is power. Voting is knowledge.
But do you know what or who to vote for? The president of the Suncoast Women of Action group says there are many people who don't.
We have so much on the ballot. So we thought that we need to have the community get together and understand what's on the ballot, but they can make a sound decision because there's so much is going on in the world and we all need to vote smart.
Though every member of the community is invited, Edward James III is one of the panelists who will speak tonight and says he's hoping to educate the minorities that are less represented in the polls.
Oftentimes, unfortunately, North Sarasota is sort of left out when it comes to these voter education exercises. So that's why it's so imperative to have that, especially in an off-cycle year.
Because everyone knows when a new president is going to be elected, but what about the race for governor, a seat on the county commission, or several ballot initiatives that could directly affect you?
Whether you want to talk about restoring the right to vote to formerly convicted felons, medical marijuana. If you live in the city of Sarasota, you'll have the opportunity to decide whether or not you want to move the city elections from the spring to the fall.
The right to have a voice here at home.
All politics is local.
And for Helen James, a privilege that's not to be taken lightly.
It means a lot to me. It means a lot for the people who have fought, who have lost their lives. So, and I think a lot of people don't understand that.
And if you would like to come out, there's still time. This meeting, open to anyone interested, starts at 6:30 and will last until 8:30. I'm live at Booker Middle School rather. Taylor Torregano, ABC 7, your Suncoast News.
Taylor, thank you. Also coming up on the November ballot, dog racing. The proposed constitutional amendment will ban greyhound racing at Florida dog tracks if it's passed. The Florida Greyhound Association filed a lawsuit back in May to keep the proposed amendment off of the ballot. They say it's misleading and inaccurate. Today, a judge in Leon County heard their arguments.
Proponents can lie to the CRC, they can lie to the media, they can even lie to the people of the state of Florida. They cannot lie to the courts without severe consequences. And that's why the only alternative we had to protect 3,000 jobs and 8,000 beautiful greyhounds was to take this to the court.
Florida voters love dogs, and they don't support them being confined, injured, and certainly dying. And the cruelty that goes along with the industry, it's inhumane. And people love dogs, and once people know, they'll vote yes on 13, and the industry knows that.
Well, if that amendment gets approval from 60% of voters, it will outlaw greyhound racing at Florida tracks by the year 2020.
Sarasota County Elections Office began mailing vote-by-mail ballots out this week. Nearly 60,000 of those ballots sent out to registered voters who signed up for the service. It's not too late, though, to request a mail-in ballot. You can do so online at sarasotavotes.com. And if you live in Manatee County, just go to votemanatee.com. That's what I do. It makes it really easy.
Yeah, sounds like it.
Yeah.
I'm voting for some cooler weather to move in sometime soon. It's not happening as of late. You know, these overnight readings, it was 80 this morning to start things off. We had a few showers around, but not a lot to cool us down this afternoon. Yeah, the heat is on, and Lakewood Ranch, lots of sunshine there today, a few clouds now and again, and there have been a few brief showers that were around earlier today. Now most of that action inland and to the north of us, not much going on, and that's going to change too over the weekend. We're going to start to see the radar light up with some storms in the afternoon and evening. We still have that possibility, though, for those morning coastal showers and a few isolated thunderstorms. The chances is smaller tomorrow, but there'll still be a few around. And then again, it looks like we will see a return to those afternoon and evening thunderstorms beginning to start to roll in on Saturday, more so Sunday, and those will contain that dangerous lightning that we really haven't seen a whole lot of. Now, it's been windy today out of the southwest, but there have been no advisories as far as rip currents go, anywhere from 10 to 20 miles an hour out in some of the buoys here offshore. At one point, the Sunshine Skyway Bridge had some caution there due to the high winds. That has since expired. Some bigger storms that were around earlier are weakening to the north. There's some still some, if you will, little boundaries coming out of the heavy storms that were around earlier. These outflow boundaries are creating these storms that you see right there. And you can see one quite clearly. There it is, moving through Hardee County and also into Highlands County. That will enhance some of those storms that are there right now near Sebring. Not much going on to Tampa now, but boy, they had some heavy rain earlier. And the showers that were around for us are still out there in the Gulf of Mexico. A few dot the Gulf, but not as many as we've seen at this time in the past few days. There's that swath of showers that moved through Anna Maria Island, Northwest Braden, up into Palmetto, as well as into Parrish earlier today. Rainfall totals pretty high considering the showers weren't around long. The atmosphere really dumped some heavy rainfall, at times a half inch right there near Holmes Beach and Braden Beach, 2/10 of an inch southwest of Parrish, and about half an inch in some isolated areas on the south end of Siesta Key. There's still a lot of dry air around, and that's another reason why we're not going to see as many showers tomorrow, but there'll still be a few around. Not everyone's going to get the rain, but this is what we're looking at. A return of this kind of moisture heading back into the picture on Saturday, not on Friday, but on Saturday. Still some morning showers, though, for us. And then the afternoon, the main focus will be inland, pushing off toward the east coast. We will see the good chance for scattered, mainly inland storms on Saturday, but there will be a few still that make it toward the coast late in the day, which will start to cool things off in the evening. Temperatures still staying warm at this hour. Mids upper 80s and 90 in Arcadia. Current conditions, 87 degrees. The heat index has gone below 100. You can tell, can't you? Humidity at 72%. 91 the high today. 90 is our average. The low this morning was warm. Upper 70s to low 80s across the region. Nationally, that heavy rain that had been around the Mid-Atlantic coast states still hanging on over the northern New England states, and there could still see some more showers there, and a low pressure area moving through Canada. As far as the cooler weather goes, it's you're going to be moving in across the Great Lakes. There are some severe thunderstorm watches and warnings out across parts of northeast Ohio tonight. And it looks as though we won't see any of that severe weather here tomorrow, just those passing showers and storms occasionally in the morning and early afternoon. Few morning showers. Seas will be running right around 2 feet for mariners, and less than that over the weekend. The forecast, 30% chance for showers on Friday. Temperatures staying close to seasonal averages right through the next 7 days, although the overnight lows will be a little bit cooler because of those evening showers, and you'll notice that too with that wind turning out of the east in the evening, and the rain chances staying fairly high right through all of next week. Jacqueline?
All right, Bob, thank you. Accused Seminole Heights killer Hal Donaldson III has been found competent to stand trial. 3 doctors made that decision after each evaluated Donaldson. He's accused of killing 4 people in Seminole Heights over a 5-week period last year. If he is found guilty during the trial, he could face the death penalty.
New developments tonight in the Pinellas County Stand Your Ground debate. Well-known civil rights attorney Ben Crump is now representing the family of Marquise McGlockton, who was shot and killed by a man over what appears to be an argument over a parking spot. Crump previously represented the family of Trayvon Martin, the teenager who was shot and killed in 2012 by George Zimmerman. Now, Crump is calling for a change to the controversial law.
They could have just let the police do their job. But these wannabe cops initiated the confrontation and shot and killed in cold blood these unarmed black men.
In the interaction caught on camera, McGlockton left the store and confronted Michael Drejka, pushing him to the ground. Seconds later, Drejka shot and killed him. That will also be the subject of tonight's roundtable discussion on ABC 7 News at 7. Well, stay with us.
When we come back, we'll show you the animals that are taking over law enforcement social media today.
The EU. President Trump heads to Iowa, where America's farmers are still suffering. Plus, the deadline. Will all the children get to see their parents? World News Tonight with David Muir, America's most watched newscast.
Get more for your money at Sunset Subaru in Sarasota. Subaru vehicles hold their value better than any other brand for 2018, according to ALG. And Subaru is Kelley Blue Book's most trusted brand for 4 years running. The Subaru Outback is an IIHS top safety pick for 10 years running. Lease a new Subaru Outback today for just $249 a month. Or get 0% financing with zero down. Get more for your money. Go to Sunset Subaru in Sarasota.
The day you lose your strength is the day you lose your independence. Muscle is lost with age, affecting your energy, balance, and mobility. Before you know it, you're depending on others just to get through the day. But you can reverse and prevent muscle loss. Introducing MyoHealth, a revolutionary proven approach to increased muscle strength and function in as little as 30 days. Live life on your terms with more energy and confidence.
After a serious health issue put me down, MyoHealth's getting me back up again.
I'm doing activities that I haven't done for a long time. It really works.
MyoHealth is a safe, natural dietary supplement, the result of decades of research and 24 human clinical studies. You can live stronger at any age with greater strength, mobility, balance, and energy. Call or go online now and take the MyoHealth 30-Day Strength Challenge.
Every child follows a path in life. For many, that path will lead them to a door that gives them a place to grow, to learn, to belong, a place to forge their future. Because while many doors open, these doors transform. They did for us. Support your local Boys and Girls Clubs. Great futures start here.
I'm Deshauna Barber. In 2016, I was proud to win the title of Miss USA. What makes me just as proud is my service in the U.S. military. In the service, a soldier gains skills and learns values like discipline and leadership. That makes them an asset to any business that hires them. If you're an employer, on behalf of Coalition to Salute America's Heroes, remember to hire smart and bet on a vet. Visit saluteheroes.org or call this number to learn more.
If you don't want to fall immediately into love, look away. If you don't want to awaken a desire for excellence, look away. If you don't want to be seduced, please look away.
Rediscover your passion for driving at Sunset Maserati Alfa Romeo of Sarasota.
My name is Julius. I have cerebral palsy. I work for Farmer Jeffy Weising Law Firm. I do a lot of data entry and scanning documents. I want to increase my working experience to make the company much better. At the end of the day, it's good to think of the day's work and to think about what I have accomplished.
Hi, this is Dan Marino. When your business recruits people with disabilities, everybody wins. To find out how, go to abilitieswork.employflorida.com.
Selfless service is the guiding principle of every Army National Guard soldier. They have a stake in the well-being of the neighborhoods where they live and work. To be an Army National Guard soldier is to serve something greater than yourself. Learn more at nationalguard.com.
Venice police tweeting this photo today of a 6.5-foot snake. They paid a visit to Venice High School Zoology Club and couldn't help but pose for a photo with the snake, who's apparently waiting for the kids to get back to class next month. And then, remember those ducks we showed you crossing the road in Clearwater? Well, looks like they're getting used to law enforcement stopping traffic for them. The Charlotte County Sheriff's Office tweeting this photo today of one of their deputies blocking the road for a mama, and I think there are 12 ducklings there behind her. I counted them earlier.
Oh my goodness.
Isn't that something?
That's so cute.
That is
So busy mom.
That's something I would wait for. I wouldn't feel too bad about that, you know.
Gotta snap a picture, of course,
Absolutely. Not too bad out there tonight. Just warm. That's it. Temperatures upper 80s to near 90 degrees right now, and still feels like 100. But
Does this happen when you go outside and take your sunglasses?
oh yeah, fog up.
They're all fogged.
Yeah.
World News Tonight with David Muir is next.
We'll see you again at 7 and 11. Have a good one.
Ready to open up new opportunities as an electrician? Don't do it yourself. Team up with Mr. Sparky instead. We're locally owned and looking for people like you. We offer our electricians great perks that you just won't get going it alone. And whether you're an apprentice, a master electrician, or somewhere in between, we have a spot for you.
Best decision I ever made.
Apply online or call today.
You don't have to put up with any malarkey. Call 888-8-SPARKY.
Your daughter just had her first breakup. Do you A, put yourself in her shoes? B, console her?
Don't worry, sweetie. This is gonna happen a lot.
Or C, find her a new boyfriend?
Nice single boys. That was weird.
As a parent, there are no perfect answers. But you don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
When I was growing up, my mom told us, always treat others the way you want to be treated. She did business with companies that shared her values, like Mutual of Omaha. She had a guaranteed whole life insurance policy through United of Omaha Life Insurance Company, a Mutual of Omaha company. When my mother passed away, her United of Omaha policy helped cover her funeral expenses and bills, and they had money on its way to us within 24 hours.
United of Omaha is here to take care of you. When you call the number on your screen, we'll help find the right policy for you. If you're between 45 and 85, you can get coverage up to $25,000 with no medical exam. Call us right now at the number on your screen.
Now I know I'll be taking care of my family, even after I'm gone.
United of Omaha guaranteed whole life insurance. Call or go online now. Be there for their future.
Did you know that a dirty CPAP system can make you sick? If you knew what could be growing in your mask and hose, it would keep you up at night. Now SoClean.com has released the world's first and only automated hands-free CPAP cleaner and sanitizer. With its patented design, SoClean is fast, effective, and hands-free, killing 99.9% of all CPAP germs. Try SoClean now through this special TV offer free for 30 days. Just call 800-604-0398.
My health has improved. It's simple to use, and I'm not worried about infections.
SoClean works on all CPAP machines and popular masks, destroying CPAP bacteria, viruses, and germs without the daily hassle of washing your system by hand. Just place your mask in, close the lid, and in just minutes, voila! Sanitized and ready to use. Try SoClean risk-free for 30 days. This is a limited time offer. Call now, 800-604-0398. Or visit SoClean.com today.
Today, everyone is looking for more fashionable choices in flooring than ever before. And G. Fried has responded with a huge selection of carpets, tile, wood, laminate, and vinyl. Installed by a highly skilled team, G. Fried has got everything you're looking for and more. The next time you think about quality flooring, think G. Fried Flooring America. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
According to a new survey by U.S. News and World Report, 3 of Alabama's top 4 hotels and resorts are part of the Robert Trent Jones Golf Trail Resort Collection. The Grand Hotel Marriott Resort in Point Clear, the Battle House Renaissance Mobile Hotel and Spa, and the Renaissance Birmingham Ross Bridge Golf Resort and Spa. Hey, we didn't invent Southern hospitality, we just offer more of it. Visit rtjgolf.com/resorts to find out more.